I think our biggest challenge this year, and probably for the foreseeable future, is manufacturing. And Elon Musk has famously said anyone can build a prototype, but taking it to market is the hard bit. And Tesla have obviously been in manufacturing hell since the dawn of time, and they still are in manufacturing hell. And I think that there's a real negative stigma with, or negative connotations with, startups manufacturing their own vehicle, and that's something that it was very easy to convince people that this is the right product and convince people that technology works. But the unexpectedly difficult thing for me has been convincing people that we can scale this up and actually build at volume. And that's kind of frustrating for me, because I'd say over the last 2 or 3 years, probably 50% of my time has been spent on making sure that this is a scalable product that can be manufactured. And the other 50% has been on building a product, right? But you only see the product, you only see the sexy bit. You don't see all the machinery, all the people, the plans, the processes. It's a big challenge, and ultimately I think this year and next is the only thing that Munro will be judged on, is how many vehicles we can produce. Nothing else really matters at this point. No, profitability is too early. We're too late in the prototyping stage. Now it's all about execution and delivery. So all of my effort and all the team's effort is now going into delivering the first customer vehicles and appointing technical partners where necessary to help us scale. We don't have all the answers. We have some really clever minds, but we're a small team. There's definitely, this task is bigger than our current team, and we have aspirations to not only get to market quickly, but also be able to scale the product up and have a long product life cycle. So this is where we're starting to think about bringing in technical services that are used to building machinery and trucks and things like that, to help us plan how we execute this the best way we can. So building cars to really, really good automotive standards, really good quality standards, and being able to support those cars for many years to come.
And in the first part of the interview we had, we were talking about the supply chain. How dependent are you actually, or right now, from different companies?
We're quite dependent. The truth is, and I think any automaker is. I think that we build the body, the chassis. We build all of the integration components that bring all the components together. But we don't build motors. We don't build power electronics. We don't build battery cells, things like that. So we're really reliant on our supply chain. And I think that while this is perceivably a huge risk, we've managed to de-risk it as much as possible. Firstly, by having agnostic modular design, and secondly, just nailing down who Munro is. And who Munro is we're an integrator. We're an integrator of parts. We bring all these parts together. So all of our team has been focused on integrators, people that are really, really good at sourcing components, bringing it together, putting it together. It's a worry and it's a risk, but it's not. I don't think we're going to live or die by supply chain as long as we keep up that adaptability and that mindset that if a component is discontinued or stuck in the Red Sea, or there's a chip shortage, that we can quickly adapt and change to use a different type of component. And we've bought more and more things in house as well, but it's a fine balance between things that people already do really well outside that are readily available, and things that we need to do. And it's a bit of a last resort. If we really, really can't get something, then we'll look to build it ourselves. It's super specialist to this car, but most of the time we can find those components off the shelf from various suppliers. And the car is nearly all of the power electronics and systems, and nearly every component on the car is they're not actually car components, they're truck and bus components. They're from suppliers that already supply trucks and buses and diggers and machinery all around the world, and that really plays to our benefit in supply chain, because nobody buys a digger without knowing that it's going to be supported for 10 or 15 years, right? Same with trucks and buses. Trucks do millions of miles, buses do thousands and thousands of hours. So those suppliers have all got contracts with those bus companies and those bus builders and truck builders that they will have those vehicles and have those components in their supply chain for at least 10 years. So I think that de-risks us a lot as well. We also get higher quality components because of that. We get a higher mean time to failure on our components, so they're less likely to go wrong and they're more likely to last the lifetime of the vehicle.
And by the way, where did you get the seats from? Because they are so comfortable.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
This is these are actually from a supplier that build aftermarket seats for Land Rovers, which we're really hoping to work with. They're a UK-based company and a small sort of family operation. But the nice thing about our approach and the design of the vehicle and the development cost is that we can specify the seats for different customers. So some customers in some industries have told us they want slightly different seating layout, and we can provide that. We have local companies in Scotland that do seating for everything from boats to fire engines. We're really flexible in seats, but these are super comfortable.
Yeah, they are. They're like a very cozy car. Then I look around myself and it's like. And we were talking about people a lot of times, but I never asked how many company members do you have right now?
So we're a team of 13. So we're not massive, but we've got we're 13 people that really know our stuff. We're really enthusiastic and dedicated about what we're doing, and nobody here leaves at 5 in the evening. Everybody is really committed to what we're doing all the time. So I'm very lucky to have such a good team and so many people that are super enthusiastic, and really lucky to have an amazing talent pool here in Scotland. Just because there's no car makers doesn't mean that there's not a bunch of engineers that want to make cars here. And every time we put a job advert out for Munro, the phone lines and the email inboxes are absolutely flooded with people that are super passionate about bringing car manufacturing back to Scotland, and they're super skilled and technical people. That we have some great universities and colleges here as well in Scotland. So it's an exciting time, and I'm really looking forward to scaling the company up and bringing in new talent, both established industry players and people that are new to STEM and technology, bringing them into the company and making them part of our journey.
Nice, that's great to hear. Talent pool.
Yeah.
Nice. And there are also your clients and investors, and I think that would be a nice transition. It's so nice. It's like I'm sitting in the middle of a car getting built up.